So, hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niren here, and today it is time for me to bring you another installment of career mode at the end. We've simmed to FIFA 19's finish point in 2033, and we are seeing what the world of football is like. We'll be checking out all of the major leagues, all of the best players, and all of the big teams as well in the world of football in 2033. Now, if you missed the first one of these, or if you've missed a playlist, there'll be a link in the top right of the screen so you can check out any other videos I've done like this in 2025 and in 2030 as well. If you go on to enjoy this video though, slap a like on it and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's the big red button under the video and it massively helps me out. We'll be starting off though with the English Cup winners, and in the FA Cup, Watford won the FA Cup final 3-2 over Brentford. So two very interesting teams there, and two very interesting teams in the Carabao Cup as well. Nottingham Forest denying Watford from doing the double and beating them 1-0 in the final. Over in League One, Peterborough there winning that one and getting promoted as champions out of QPR. Then Portsmouth, Sheffield United, Exeter, Shrewsbury, Rotherham and Doncaster. In mid-table, the likes of MK Dons, Burton, Plymouth, Bradford, Wimbledon, Southend, Gillingham and Yeovil. And then relegated down into League Two, you can see Walsall, Oldham Athletic, Bristol Rovers and Mansfield Town. Not a huge amount of change really in terms of the League One sides. QPR being there is interesting. Obviously, if you saw the last one of these, you'll know they have De Gea's Regen in goal at 89 rated down in League One. Meanwhile, in the background here is League Two. You saw the top of the table. Here is the middle of the table, and then down at the bottom is the worst teams in England at this point in the career mode save. So in 2033, Crawley Town fans, I'm really sorry, you're going down to the conference. Obviously, the conference isn't on this game, but seemingly they are the worst team at the moment in England. Over in Serie A, AC Milan winning it by a country mile, 12 points out of Torino, Juventus, Inter and Atalanta. Meanwhile, underwhelming seasons for Napoli and Genoa, who are 13th and 15th respectively. Also worth noting, Roma finished outside of the top 10 as well. They weren't featured though there. And then finally, we'll take a look at the Eredivisie. This is not the last league we'll look at. There'll be another video of this where you'll see the other leagues, and Feyenoord and Ajax were top of that one, ahead of Utrecht and AZ Alkmaar. Moving on to some of the best players now in the save at this point. Kamil Miss is the region of Lewandowski. He's 91 rated and playing for Malia. Meanwhile, this is Nicolas Bournau, the region of Eden Hazard, left winger, Belgian, 89 rated and playing for Real Madrid. On to some of the real-life players. Jan Fiete Arp is playing for Everton. Back in 2030, he was playing for Barcelona, so he swapped the Spanish side for the Merseyside one in the form of Everton. Alphonso Davies is still one of the best players, or real-life players, left in the game, playing for Chelsea at 86 rated. Same as this man, Conor John, also 86 rated. This is the Bale regen, playing for Angers over in France, so Bale must have ended his career in France. Levi Ntumbe is a very interesting one. 91 rated goalkeeper from Dijon. He's interesting because he's glitched, and I didn't realise glitch players still existed in FIFA 19. I thought that was very much a FIFA 12, FIFA 13 thing, but he only has a potential of 79, yet he's at 91 in my save. You saw a moment ago that was Roberto Firmino's region, 89 rated, playing for Newcastle. Meanwhile, Ousmane Dembele still finds himself at Barcelona. Julian Obama Ondo is the regen for Isco, 90 rated attacking midfielder, playing for the Galacticos. Back to another real-life player, Phil Foden, 88 rated, still playing for Manchester United. Must be absolutely hated by City fans in this version of reality. Another young Englishman, or slightly older now, is Jadon Sancho, 33 at this point, 84 rated and still playing for Crystal Palace where he was in 2030. Nabil Cardona, although playing for Watford, is actually the region of Antoine Griezmann, who retired at Manchester United, hence why his regen is in England. He's 89 rated. Next up we've got Kai Kalsen Bracker, 90 rated, playing for Atalanta. That's Toni Kroos's regen. I don't know how he's ended up in Italy, whether he signed there or whether Kroos did, but either way, he's playing for Atalanta. Also in Italy is Mattia Akamadou. That's the region of Chiellini, playing for Roma at 90 rated. He's absolutely huge as well. Husam Aouar, 84 rated, plays for Bayern Munich. Back to a couple of regions though now. Jonas Schwartz, Athletic Bilbao, 88 rated. That is the region of Christian Eriksen there, the 88 attacking mid from Denmark. Christian Petrucci as well, 88 rated attacking mid from Italy. Really no idea who he's a region of. If someone could let me know down in the comment section, that would be massively appreciated, because I don't really know. I'm being an idiot. It might be Insigne, actually. I don't really know for sure. Kai Havertz there, 87 rated, still going strong, playing for Real Madrid. And then finally, Keylor Navas' regen, Joseph Vega, sorry, playing for Olympic Lyon. Onto, though, now some of the international teams, and these were massively suggested in the last video I did, so here they are. Argentina, first of all. Ramis there is Messi's regen, 95 rated, with Correa in front of him. I believe that's Aguero's regen, either that or Icardi or Higuain. There's so many possibilities. On to Belgium, we've got Ojo there in the middle. That is the regen of De Bruyne. Coppens is the regen of Mertens. Bornau, obviously the Hazard regen, as we saw earlier. Ojo back in the defence, that's the regen of Vertonghen, and also Milis Vila, who's still going strong as a real-life player. Brazil doing well there. Ferreira Oliveira, that is the region of Neymar. We've got Alves Moraes, who's Firmino. Vinicius Jr., who is actually himself. I mean, it gets to this point in career mode, and there's so many regions, it's actually impossible to keep count, really. England have got a midfield completely real life. Angel Gomez or Angel Gomez. Phil Foden and Mason Mount still going strong. Waters and Jay are regens. I don't know who of, to be honest with you, but they're still very decent players. Over in France, very good national team, as you would expect. Mbappe, Darboe, Diop, Koundé, Upamecano, and Lafont, real-life players, as well as Cardona, Pellenard as well there in real sort of regens, even, who are regens of Griezmann and Pogba, respectively. Germany, again, very decent side. Havertz and Arp there as well. Zingler is the region, obviously, of Neuer. We've got Seguin and also Carlson Bracker, who we saw was the Kroos region from earlier. Italy are very, very strong. Pellegrini, Petrucci, Garofalo, Avanzini, and Akamadu, as well as a 93 rated goalkeeper in Gianluigi Donnarumma. That is a really, really good side. They might well be World Cup winners, really. That's actually better than France and Germany. Portugal are good, but for some reason aren't playing Ronaldo's region. So if you stick Ronaldo's region in there, who's 95 rated, they get even better instead of that 80 rated striker. Colombia here you can see Arango, the 90 rated Colombian, that is the region of James Rodriguez, not to be confused with Rodriguez on the other side. I don't know who that's a region of, but some very decent players there. 86 rated Restrepo as well up top. The Netherlands here as well, kind of underwhelming. Makes sense generally speaking because Holland, or the Netherlands, sorry, have a very underwhelming side in real life at the moment. So that's why there's not really got all too many regens in that side, but Boadu there, the main striker, and Korkmaz, I think, was the Robben regen. Uruguay is the penultimate team that we will look at. A couple of very decent players here. Obviously, they've got some good regions to come. Godin's region there, Betancourt at the back, and also Rodriguez, which is the region of Suarez. And then finally, Spain, you can see here in the background as well. Very strong midfield, as you would expect. Lynch Sanchez is the region, obviously, of Busquets. Obama Onda, the region of Isco. Vicente Robles, the region of Piqué. And Rubio Lestar, the region of De Gea, who, again, plays for QPR in League One. I don't know how that has happened. Finally, though, we'll take a look at some of the big teams in a little bit more depth. And as you can see, we're starting off with Liverpool. Very good Angolan centre-back there. Angola, I have no idea. Must be a random created player, but he was 84 rated. Paul Garces Moreno there, 22, attacking mid from Spain. I don't really know who he's a region of. Might be Asensio, who even knows. Martin Putnotski there of Slovakia was the region for Marek Hamšík. He's been at Liverpool for quite some time, actually, in this save. I think since 2025. We'll carry on, though, into the attackers, and you can see Myron Boadu, the man who leads the line for Holland, as well as Justin Kluivert in this side as well. Gonzalo Martinez as well, a very decent region, and then Calvin Stengs, who's got a decent potential in this game. Now, Dijon were an interesting one, very requested in the comment section from last time, because this side finished second in League 1, and obviously Dijon are not a side you would usually expect to finish in League 1, and there's a couple of reasons. First of all, you could see there Endica Querol Blanco, 83 rated region. They've also got that Ntumba guy as well, who's glitched at 91 rating, so they've got a very, very good goalkeeper in the form of him. You can see Ritsu Doan as well, who's a very decent Japanese player playing for them. Lorenzo Giglioni, 83 rated. They've done well with regens, actually, in this save of Dijon, so they've got kind of lucky. But you'll see, they've got really lucky. They've got Neymar's regen, 94 rated, and an 84 rated striker as well from Brazil. So they've actually got some really good players. They've been very lucky. A glitched goalkeeper, getting Neymar's regen, and several other things as well. But, I mean, they're a very good side, so that's the reason why they came second in League 1. Now on to Manchester City, more of a conventional big team, if you like, although, again, I guess But I mean, by this point, they've been a big side for a while, but in real life, maybe they haven't been. I'm going to spark some controversy there. But regardless, Boubacar Kamara and Issa Diop, a very decent French centre-back partnership, and still going strong as real-life players. There's not many of them left about. It is pretty much Regen Central. Sofiane Diop and Chris Durkin, as well as Claudio Gomez, so also playing for City. Interestingly enough, their best players are actually real-life players. Ferran Torres there as well. Ben Woodburn. They haven't really been blessed with many good regions apart from Aitor Lopez Gomez there. Gabi Jesus and Leroy Sané also still playing for the side. And Calvin Thomas is an 83 rated striker. Can maybe get a grasp now of why City are a bit more of a mid-table side in this save, because they haven't really been blessed with good regions at all. They're having to rely on actual real-life players, and there's really not many good ones of those about, just because they've all aged so much. On to Juventus now. A couple of decent players, good goalkeeper, Ibrahima Konate as well, another real-life player doing bits for them. Juventus only finished, I believe, 4th in Serie A in this season, so they've been dealt a bit of a poor hand, really. Leon Bailey playing for them. Arango, which was the regen of James Rodriguez, though, is playing for these guys. Unai Garces Moreno as well, decent player. Sargis Monroy as well, that is the regen of Henrik Mkhitaryan from Armenia. Callum Hudson-Odoi is also playing for Juve, along with Idir Jenan. Might be a Mahrez regen, or might be a Yassin Brahimi regen. Who actually knows? Lautaro Martinez as well playing for those guys. Might have seen Pietro Pellegrini there as well. I don't know if I was imagining things, but they've got a decent side, but not the best side in Italy, hence they didn't actually win the league. Now on to Manchester United, though. This is the penultimate team we'll take a look at. And again, United kind of a little bit more mid-table in the Premier League at this point in the world of football. And obviously, if you remember back to 2030, they were actually relegated down to the Championship. Phil Foden, though, playing for these guys, as you saw earlier on. He's 88 rated. Moving on to the rest of the side. Again, a lot of regens, but a lot of pretty average ones. Either don't have any sort of scout report at all, or they've got a very average-looking summary, so it's not looking great. I mean, it's taken a while to even get a second player who's scouted, and there you can see it is Cesar Jardim, only 83 rated. Marcus Rashford seriously declining as well, so United with a very average side. Final team we'll look at, though, here is Atletico Madrid, who've got Christian Fruchtel, who's signed from Bayern Munich. Going through the rest of the side there, a couple of regens in defence, no one really to shout home about. Joe Gomez has left from Liverpool. Youssef Kaine is the regen of, who is it? It's Mehdi Benatia, I think, isn't it? Moroccan centre-back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka playing for Atletico, very interestingly, along with Oliver Batista Meyer, who is a Bayern Munich youngster at the moment, 81 rated at this point in the career mode save. Going through again, still not many good regens until we get to Modric's there, Mataj Petkovic. Moving on there, Tammy Abraham, Jonathan David and Jonathan Lako also playing as real-life players here for Atletico Madrid. But again, not too much in the way of regens. They haven't really been blessed there, and that's maybe a reason why they haven't been able to take the battle, really, to Real Madrid and Barcelona in La Liga. That is going to wrap up this installment of Career Mode in 2033. We've simmed to the end of FIFA 19 Career Mode, and this is what it has in store. Next time will be the third and final one of these, and I'll be basically bringing you everything else. So all the other teams you want me to show, all the other international teams, all of the other players, literally drop everything you want to see down in the comment section below. It's going to be like a half an hour video, and we're going to go through pretty much absolutely everything else in the entirety of the saves. Let me know if you're excited for that one. If you like this video, though, slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's the big red button under the video, and it massively helps me out. But apart from that, it has been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye. Bad girl, why you feel so nice? So wrong, but it feels so